With us right now is former FBI SWAT team member Kevin Knierim. Kevin, thanks for joining us at last-minute notice here. For those who've just joined us, there has been this school shooting at a high school in Parkland, Florida, which is about 50 miles due north of Miami, and we're hearing about possibility of victims there. But the local authorities there, Kevin, have said that the shooter is still at large. So this is a very dangerous situation, obviously, right now. Who is in charge right now? Do they bring the SWAT teams in? Does the FBI come in? How does this work right now?
Well, typically there's different layers. You've obviously got the patrol guys that are the closest. They're going to respond. They're almost always really well prepared for these sorts of things, and that's, the worst thing on their mind. And then you always have the tactical teams that can be close by in police cars, or, they get mobilized from the station. And then I think, like in Columbine when I was there, if it's big enough, they'll put out a whole bunch of requests for other agencies to come in. It just depends on, how the town is set up.
Yeah, Kevin, the details are very sketchy right now. So what are you looking for to gauge the size and scope of this kind of event?
Well, obviously the first responders are going to be reporting in. They may or may not try to engage anyone. Then, the police department's getting calls from different people that might be on the inside. And so that sort of information all takes a lot of time to kind of get to where it needs to go, and they're going to try to figure it out. But if the cops that roll up here shooting, there's a big push, and they're all trained to kind of engage active shooters to see if they can save lives initially.
I mean, the fact that he or she is still at large complicates it, but they have been, as we've been seeing here, evacuating some of the students as they go along. So is the priority to keep students sheltered in place or to try and get them out of there? I mean, what is usually the protocol here?
Well, it's sort of a combination. So when they don't have their thumb on the guy, and that is almost always the case, then they have to assume that, three different things. He's in there still, he's hiding, he's mixed in with students, which is the biggest worry, or he's completely gone. So, the guys outside that aren't responding, they're going to check to see if they can see him. Every single cop's looking all over town. And then you've got the students that they're trying to keep safe. They're going to make sure that none of them are him, but get them away from harm's way. And then anybody on the inside, schools are just fraught with problems. They've got locker rooms, there's closets, doors that open in and out. It's really, really tough. And I think, that sort of lends itself to a slower, deliberate action if nobody's shooting at the time.
Bill mentioned this is about 50 miles north of Miami. How quickly do you expect, federal response teams to be on the ground there? Or is this all, you think, on the local authorities who hopefully have some training in what to do in these kind of situations?
Well, I think, the federal authorities would certainly help. They're usually asked. The closer you are to a big town, the better your options are, obviously. And then, you think of the different layers. You've got the police department tactical teams. You've got sheriff department tactical teams. And that's a very diverse, sophisticated part of the state, obviously. So it does take a while. When we went to Columbine, we were sort of the third group sort of layer there, and we were only maybe 15 miles away. It took us an hour and a half, 2 hours to get, to a small suburb and get ready to go. It's not instantaneous. That's why the cops that show up, maybe there's security already in place at the school. Most of them have them. Those are the most important guys.
Kevin, we appreciate your insights as we continue to follow this story here.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.